It's been more than a week that Indian Air Force plane AN-32 went missing over the Bay of Bengal. The Navy's P-81 aircraft is critical platform searching for it. Nandita Daga, our correspondent, reports on the various features of this state-of-the-art plane.
The crew of the naval aircraft P-8I receive a call to urgently report for a mission. The pilots, crew and observers immediately spring into action and gather in the briefing room. An AN-32 of the Indian Air Force carrying 29 personnel has gone missing over the Bay of Bengal and they are to hunt for it. With the help of maps and weather forecasts, they received their briefing. This is the P-8I, long-range maritime reconnaissance and surveillance plane of the Navy. India purchased 8 of these hunter-killers of enemy submarines from the US at $2 billion in 2009. They started arriving by 2014 and were formally inducted last year. You can mistake this for another Boeing 737, but this is a P-8I long-range maritime surface reconnaissance aircraft of the Indian Navy, and it is also a crucial weapon in the anti-submarine warfare. Instead of the cargo bay, we have a bomb hatch or a bomb bay or a weapons bay here, which carries depth charges and torpedoes for submarines. It can not only detect enemy submarines lurking in the water, it can also engage them and destroy them. This is the place where the pylons, where there would be the Harpoon Block 2 missiles, which can be used for surface threats, that is ships. The captain of the aircraft and his ground crew inspect the aircraft and its readiness to fly. The captain inspects the hull, the sensors outside and the mission deck.
It's probably the best aircraft flying in the world, and at the moment, apart from the US, India is the only country which flies this such state-of-the-art aircraft. Coming to your question on search and rescue and the capabilities, this aircraft has got various sensors which include radar and EOIR camera. And the capabilities of the radar and the EOIR camera are such that we can pick up a survivor, a boat or a dinghy at sea up to various sea states, and that helps us in locating, and subsequently we pass the information to our ops center, and subsequently the search and rescue can be coordinated by the ships in the area.
Tell us something about the sensors that it can detect submarines underwater.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us something about the machinery that it has, which makes it capable of detecting lurking submarines.
Okay. Ma'am, as you are aware that the submarines have the capability to remain stealth. As long as they're underwater, nobody knows where they are. And we have something called as sonobuoys, and there are passive and active sonobuoys. We deploy these sonobuoys wherever we have information as per our channel and the ops center. We deploy our sonobuoys in as many number as we need. And subsequently, those sonobuoys are the one which pick up the submarine signal, and they talk to us via relay mechanism, and subsequently the same information is processed by my mission deck, who is sitting over behind.
I am the mission controller, and I control and coordinate the inputs from all the people who are flying with us on board the aircraft. And the people who are there along with us, they are operating the forward radar, the aft radar, the ESM, that is the electronic support measures, and acoustic systems depending upon the nature of mission.
The commander of the Skyline Squadron and his second-in-command are all praised for the P-8I.
Because of its reach, we are able to do operations all over our area of interest, right in the Indian Ocean region. And it is very, very important in the present day with the kind of threats that we are facing, right down from anti-piracy to protection of our sea lanes of communication, as well as for maritime reconnaissance and our fight against submarines, which could be preying in the depth.
Can you explain to us and show us the sensors on the outer hull of the aircraft P-8I?
Yes, ma'am. Basically, ma'am, this aircraft has 2 radars. One radar in the nose section, as you can see, the nose is there. The black structure is there in front of the aircraft, ma'am. One radar is there. And the second radar is in the belly of the aircraft, ma'am. You can see a small aft radome, which is actually in-housing the aft radar. These are the 2 major sensors of the aircraft, ma'am. Plus, in addition, as we briefed you earlier also, as my squadron commander has said, it is basically an LRMR and ASW aircraft, anti-submarine warfare, for which we have sonobuoys. And these sonobuoys are used to detect the submarine signals.
Not only can it fish enemy submarines, the P-8I can also carry out search and rescue missions. Its first major mission was locating the debris of the missing Malaysian Airlines MH370, and it can also carry out search and rescue for vessels and dinghies in distress. With camera person N. Suresh at the Rajali Naval Air Base, this is Nandita Dagar for DD News.